got our podcast thinking you should watch it. If you driving, man, it's good for you to listen. No, we keep it real. No, we spit it raw. Sports dialogue. No, it's good if I'm involved. No, we're not the news. We just cool dude with nobody to impress. Just talking our shit. Call it pressman coverage. Pressman coverage.
Welcome into Pressman Coverage, a podcast dedicated to you, the fan. This week, we're going to be breaking down a preview of Titans versus Texans, a Week 4 matchup in Houston. This is a battle between two 0-3 teams who are going to be fighting with all that they've got, we hope. But before we dive into this, got to pass it to my man, C-Mo, Cody Mo. Talk to the people.
0-3 v 0-3, the battle of the hot cacas. What? Hey, what? Listen, real quick. To all you Texans fans, you see this? You see what Randy's got on? You see what Lim's got on? You see this behind me? It belongs to us.
Talk to him.
And if you don't believe it, go read a book.
It's just that simple. Don't get mad because your city didn't want to invest. Go talk to your local legislation. It ain't got nothing to do with us. We ready to ball out in Nashville, big dog.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Talk to him, Sauce.
Hey, man. We coming to y'all house. 0-3 and 0-3. We need that dub. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we're not coming to play. You see what we have on. You know what I mean? If y'all feel a way about it, say something in the comments. We don't care.
Or do something.
Yeah, do something.
Do something. You know what I want you to do? If you got an issue with this, do this right now. I bet you won't because you soft. If you're not soft right now, like, comment, and subscribe then. Huh?
Talk to him. Talk to him.
Yeah.
Like, comment, and subscribe
Taylor Swift greater
then.
than Meg Thee Stallion.
Since you're so tough, like, comment, and subscribe right now since you're so tough. What's up?
Hey,
huh?
Tighten up while you at it. But yeah, right, man. We here, man. We here though, man. Week 4. We ready. Titans versus Texans, man. It's a big rivalry. You know, we've been doing this for years, man. So it's gonna be a fun game. I'm feeling good though.
Good.
I don't know if fun's the operative word, but it'll be a game.
It'll be a game.
What do y'all think Brian Callahan's doing right now? You think he's just like studying up the rule book since he's not calling plays?
He is.
Is he like
praying,
crushing it like it's the ACT popping up or something?
You know what he's probably praying about? He's like, please let the other team have the ball before halftime. Because most of my mistakes happen when we have the ball before halftime.
Yeah, he's gonna be waiting for like Ayomanor to like get another elbow down. He's gonna like run up and like do a people's elbow onto the thing, like hit the elbows down.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to see more dramatics out of him than what we've seen traditionally. Now that he's not so focused on it. And when I say dramatics, I just mean, what the effort you doing to Will Levis last year. There's probably going to be a little bit more of that because there's a lot of pressure. You can already tell, and we'll dive into a little bit more of why. But just for our betting fans, we have opened up as 7.5-point dogs in this game. A touchdown plus is what's predicted. Pretty interesting considering it's two 0-3 teams. That should tell you a lot about what everybody thinks about us. I'm not saying it ain't true, but it should at least tell you what they think about us. It's right in front of our face right now.
Especially considering that the Texans have the worst offense in the NFL compared to us.
Literally. So speaking of offense, we talked about it a little bit last episode, but let's talk about Bo Hardegree and him taking over. I'm going to talk a little bit about what I would like to see him change. We'll kind of give our opinion on that. And then we'll talk about what did change in this last instance of being able to be a play caller. So for those who don't know, if you've been under a rock or you don't have Twitter, Bo Hardegree was in this exact same situation about 2.5 years ago. He was in a situation where the play calling duties were passed down or people got fired. He was still the QB coach and the play caller. He actually was inserted as a full-time OC. And he was dealing with a rookie quarterback. And the rookie quarterback was Aiden O'Connell, who is, widely known as not being that talented of a guy. And Cam Ward is. So we're hoping that him coming in can give us some fresh life. What that fresh life looks like, I'm hoping it starts with more play action. That's something to me that's pretty big. He did come in and give more play action to the Raiders before, than what they'd had before. The percentage boosted by, quite a few percentage points. I want to see that. Cody, what are some things you'd like to see from Mr. Bo in his first game calling plays for us?
Well, I know with Aiden O'Connell, he was able to go about 5-4, and he averaged 22 points per game. So if he could average 22 points per game here, he may just earn himself a head coaching gig.
No, literally. Literally. We haven't scored 22 this year yet.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's gonna be tough sled no matter what, no matter who's calling the plays with this offensive line and them having Daniil Hunter and Will Anderson on the edges. So if he can formulate some sort of scheme up to, use that aggression that they have in our favor and can cook up something and hit some people out in the flats, I would love to see that.
Randy, what are you looking forward to seeing?
I just want to see an efficient offense. I want to see them more clean, better situational football. Up until this point, we've seen like flashes of good things. I just want to see it put together and see what type of product we can put out there on the field. If we can move efficient against this defense, which has been playing outstanding, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the result. So let's hope Bo can bring it all together, shall I say?
Yeah, and and some of the things specifically I'm looking for. Randy mentions efficiency. For me, that starts with getting the plays out quicker. I think that's going to be something that's a little bit easier for Bo because he's only thinking about calling the plays.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to get it. Hopefully that reduces penalties, all starts, illegal motions, whatever it is. I'm hoping that really, really gets us going because, there's so many times and it wasn't all because Brian was getting the play in late. Some of it's a rookie quarterback. Some of it's, going on whatever. But I would love for Cam to be able to sit there, diagnose, make changes, send somebody in motion, and have those extra 3 or 4 seconds. We're not looking for an extra 10 seconds. That's unrealistic. But the extra 3 or 4 where he's not clapping and yelling at Lloyd Cushenberry to have to snap the ball, where people can be set. Because I think a lot of it is that just induces a little bit of natural anxiety. If you're that right tackle, Ali Udo, or whoever's going to play this week, Jana Juku, whoever, if I'm staring Daniil Hunter or Will Anderson in the face, they're smiling, knowing they're about to just pancake me. And I'm already rushing up there. I'm hearing the quarterback give 5 different, play call sets, or he's adjusting the pass blocking schemes. And then the ball, I know the ball's about to be snapped. Now it's a false start. You know what I mean? So just give them the opportunity to settle a little bit. I'm really hoping that happens. And let's not be so predictable on first down. Our running game has actually been pretty solid this year. Like it's something that if we were in games, if we were in games longer, I think that we would have been able to lean on the run a little bit more. I think Tony Pollard's done a fine job of running the ball this year. I don't think that we're no top 10 or anything like that. But I do think that Tony Pollard and the offensive line, especially those interior offensive line, have done a fine job blocking this year. So if we can get to a place where we're able to actually use the run game because we're in a competitive game and not having to drop back, that's our only chance. Cody, what are you thinking?
Well, I was kind of looking at looking at Tony Pollard's stats before we started. 54 carries, 197 yards. He's averaging 3.6 a carry. Not fantastic, and he's only got a long of 10. So I think he may be starting to show his age a little bit and not be able to really hit any more explosives or anything like that. So, I mean, we may need to try like switching it up a little bit, maybe get a little bit more Khalil Mullins or Julius Chestnut in there to try to get some more explosives going on, to be completely honest with you.
Chestnut had a big run last week. He had our longest run of the season last week, and a nice cutback too. He showed some speed. He got to the outside, got around the edge, and made some things happen. So, a big shout out to him, and maybe that'll help. Randy, what are your thoughts, man?
Quick question. So is Tajay, is he in his window to return?
I think he's got after week 4.
Correct. So after this week, that window could potentially be opened up.
Gotcha. Okay. I mean, I agree with Cody. We got to be able to run the ball efficiently, but we got to keep Tony's legs fresh. We can't just run him into the dirt by week 4. You know what I mean? So, I think if we can get all the other things clicking, I think we can see more efficiency with him running the ball. It just looked a little murky last week. We looked a little sloppy. It looked just like Tony wasn't getting clean looks. So I think we'll be able to clean that up this week against the Texans and just kind of keep the defense honest, keep them on their heels. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that.
And I'll tell you why it's so important for us to keep the defense honest. According to Pro Football Focus, the Texans have the second highest pass rush grade in the NFL with an 81.7. Our pass blocking ranks 25th at a 51.5.
Oh, man.
And Cam Ward's current pressure to sack ratio is the fifth highest in the league at 28.8 of the times he's pressured, he ends up being sacked. So over a fourth of the time, he ends up on the ground. And both Will Anderson, I don't know who put out the report, but Will Anderson and Danielle Hunter were listed in the top 10 in terms of pass rush win rate across the NFL. So we are dealing with some dogs. Dan, you have to step up. But more than anything, whoever's playing that right tackle position, whoever earns it this week, we're having multiple years of in-season competitions at one of the tackle spots. That should tell you all we need to know about where we are. And J.C. Latham didn't practice yesterday, so we shall see what that looks like. On the other side of the house, the Texans' offensive line is actually worse than ours. They're ranked 27th in pass blocking, 49.2 overall. I don't know why in the world they had two solid starting caliber offensive linemen that they just wanted to get rid of last year and just say, hey, we're going to get a little bit worse. We'll be just fine if we're worse.
It's kind of the Jarvis Brownlee situation, honestly.
Yeah. They had some people who were at least serviceable and decided, hey, just get out of here. We don't want to.
We'll be all right. Okay.
The thing about them having a weak offensive line is we don't have Danielle Hunter or Will Anderson. The best thing we've got is Jeff Simmons, who does have the 9th highest pass rush grade in the NFL. That includes edge rushers, interior linemen at a 90.8. He has 13 total pressures and a sack this year. He's been a monster. He's gotten into the backfield consistently. He's really affected the other team's quarterback. The problem is it's just him. He's doing it half the time while being double teamed because Sweat's been out and currently on IR. The second highest we have is Amani Hooker, who's a safety at an 86. If you look at our pure edge rushers, we've got Jihad Ward with a 60 and 4 pressures for the season. And then Femi Oladejo and Arden Key are both around a 53 and have combined for 9 pressures and no sacks. Combined. Those are our other two edge. Like, what?
Yeah, not a good sign for your edge rushing group. But Jihad Ward is the best of the bunch. I don't care who you're going against. We ain't gonna be able to get pressure on them.
No, it just doesn't matter. We thought the same thing with the Rams, and then Matthew Stafford was chilling. He got sacked once and he took a knee on the play.
And we're struggling to where like Jeff is getting in the backfield. Like he's playing some outstanding ball right now. And it's more so the fact of like we're struggling with the second wave of players to come and clean up. Like Jeff is able to open it up. We just don't have anybody getting free to come in and make the play. And it's so frustrating. But
I do appreciate Jeff Simmons though playing so hard. You know, he's really he's getting that trade value up for us. I appreciate that.
He's playing for a trade. He is playing.
He lost 30 pounds. He's like, I'm gonna get my number so they can get me up out of here.
Like, dude, it's rough, man. It's rough. One thing I did forget to mention in terms of injuries on our offensive line, of course, J.C. Latham's still out, did not practice. Kevin Zeitler was limited on Wednesday's practice.
Okay.
So we'll see if we get any of them back.
We need him back, man.
Blake Hance has been okay. You know, he hasn't been the reason why we've lost games or anything like that. But I would love to just have a solid presence there and only at least have one starting caliber player out. Maybe Blake Hance could slide to right tackle in a pinch because he's got that versatility. But flipping to, I know we just spoke about, how our O-line could fare against their pass rush and so forth. One reason why we want our defensive line to be so active or to improve is because that directly affects the secondary. And this week we made the decision, as we talked about yesterday or day before, to trade Jarvis Brownlee Jr. for moving up in one round. And he was not just starting caliber, but was our starting corner outside of L'Jarius Sneed and spent a lot of the season last year as our CB1 with Sneed missing so much time. Now we've got Darrell Baker Jr., who was serviceable in some of the games he played in last year, and Jalen Armour Davis, who was the number one target for many teams in terms of the waiver claim process, but he was also a team that was a player that was on waivers. We're not talking about a guy who was a starter somewhere else that was traded or free agency, whatever. So we're going to be leaning a lot on them. The good thing about that is, if Sneed can stick with Collins did come off a good game, 8 catches, 103 yards, and a touchdown against the Jags. But outside of that, no other wide receiver had 40 yards. The closest thing was Dalton Schultz, who was a tight end, who had 39 yards, 5 catches for 39. So hopefully that secondary player does not have to guard, Nico Collins much at all. And we can end up in a situation where, Sneed can hopefully slow Nico Collins down. But the issue is going to be, can we get CJ Stroud home even if they do cover for 5-6 seconds? Cody, talk to me, man. What are your thoughts on our cornerback matchup against their wide receiver?
Yep. Draft, develop, and I guess not retain. Where are we at, Chad Brinker? Where are we at, Borgonzi? We need some explaining. You just sent Brian Callahan up there to just talk in circles. Listen, if L'Jarius Sneed was talking a big game, or L'Jarius Sneed was talking a big game about Nico Collins.
He said who?
Yeah, right. I like that. I like that energy.
Matchup. Now Jaden Higgins, he's averaging 16 yards a catch, so he can kind of get downfield. And they actually do have this running back, Woody Marks, who is getting a lot more playing time over the past couple of weeks. His snap percentages have continuously gone up. So he's definitely explosive, and if he gets the ball in his hands, then he can do something with it.
Yeah, he's very
I would rather
shifty.
see Nick Chubb.
Yeah, I'd rather see Nick Chubb and being able to get him down because Woody Marks, he's very shifty. He's creative with the ball in his hand. He has a great first cut. Yeah. If we can't get that second rally of guys around, like you can see him springing one off. The name of the game is to crash down, make those tackles.
I think they got Christian Kirk coming back too. I know he's played one game, so that could be. He's a good player.
Yeah, he's a player that hopefully he spends most of the time in his slot, because I do think Roger McCreary is somebody who can help slow him down. But again, you can only cover people for so long. I hate to keep harping on it, but our pass rush has got to find a way to get there. I would be lying if I said I haven't seen the Titans at least attempt to send some extra guys. The problem is we're sending extra guys. A lot of times we'll send 5 and, we're one-on-one and nobody can win their one-on-ones. You know what I mean? So it's like you can't send 6 all the time. That's a very rare occasion when you have that opportunity. And one thing that people don't look at when we talk about, I've seen a lot of people on Twitter saying, Denard, send more. When the team is constantly getting 5-6 yards on first down and you're in second and short, that is not the opportunity to send a lot of people. You have to be able to stop the run on first down, or at least limit the yardage on first down, get them to second and long at least. Then have the opportunity to send some pressure to hopefully go for a third and long, whether it's via sack, incompletion, whatever. We cannot continue to give up so much on first down, which a lot of it last week was against the play action. They ran 9 different play action plays that resulted in 7 yards or more last week. The Colts did. So we've got to find a way to somehow have our first downs be more productive, man. It's just got to happen. It's got to happen.
Yeah, the Texans so far this year, they're 24% on third down. So once they get the third down, they're kind of getting shut down. We gotta be able to hold up, dude. Like, make Stroud uncomfortable. Ever since he tried to, big bro Caleb Williams, he's been little bro. he's been little bro. Yeah, he hasn't been doing too good. So 2 touchdowns, 3 picks for him as well. So this game can be won. So I think there is a way. Now, will we find it? I'm not so sure.
Yeah, that's the interesting part. And, again, as you mentioned, CJ Stroud came off of one of his worst performances in his career this past week with throwing 2 interceptions. And, turnovers could be our path to victory overall. We'll talk about some of the keys to the game here in a little bit. But, turnovers could be a true path to victory for us, because at the end of the day, if we can force them to give us the ball and establish to run a little bit better, make them change up their game plan, like that's when we can really be in some good situations. It's been a long time since we've been able to be in a game where we can pin our ears back, send some extra pressure, and not have to worry about it. We know they're passing. You know what I mean? It's been a long time, man, since we've had that advantage in a game. And turnovers is one of the biggest ways to create that. Now, we've won the turnover battle in, 2 of our 3 games so far this season and still lost. But it's a way to keep the game closer. In the game against Indy, we didn't. And guess what? 3 touchdowns. So at least keep it within a score, cover the freaking spread. I picked you guys this week in my Pick'em League. I also saw Cody did the same. Titans, at least don't get beat by a tutty. Help me win some money on the side if you're not going to do anything else for me. All right, please. But it'll be interesting because one thing that's really hurt us late in games is our defensive run-stopping ability. Every single second half, there's going to be a 40-yard plus touchdown run by the other team. Whether it's Puka Nacua, whether it's RJ Harvey, no matter who, whether it's Jonathan Taylor going, whoops, and get we just have to find a way to tackle, man. Right now, both backs for the Texans, their long was 8 yards. Their long was 8 yards for the day. We've got to find a way to keep them in that range, and then that'll really give us an opportunity. Cody, talk to me about our run defense, our missed tackles. Tell me what you've been.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of this has to do with the offense, dude. The offense has to stay on the field and keep the defense's energy up. That's kind of been the conversation that we've been having. Like every time about the fourth quarter hits, the dam just breaks. They'll hold on strong, and then they'll break one off, and then that'll be the wrap up of the game. So, Nick Chubb nowadays doesn't really strike fear in us. Like he's coming off those pretty significant injuries. So just try to keep him in check. And I just don't see him breaking off like a big 40-yard touchdown. Knock on wood, of course. But I mean, I think there's a lot of this comes down to our offense just being able to stay on the field.
Sauce, what are your thoughts, man?
Man, I agree with Cody 100%. The key of the game is to get out there and keep that offense on the field. We got to minimize the penalties once again. Minimize the penalties. Stay on the field and convert those third downs. Let's get in winnable third down situations. We have too many times where we're behind the sticks once again. So let's hope Bo Hardegree can get us in a more favorable position. So when we are moving the ball, we are efficient, like I said, and it can give Cali better view of how to call this game. You know what I'm saying? We're not sitting there in 4th and 2, and he's trying to decide back and forth between kicking a field goal or, that's it for me. Let's just get in winnable situations. Let's keep that offense on the field. Let's keep the defense honest, and hey. Let's stay disciplined, and we can win this game. It's winnable.
So, what do you guys think about our pass catchers coming up? Derek Stingley Jr. is questionable, so that could I was gonna say that could help us.
Twist.
It's pretty bad. If you can't turn, you shouldn't play this week. But I want to look out for y'all as Texans fans. I don't want any sort of long-term injury for him, man.
Twisting, turning, like it's early.
It's like, come on, man.
The season.
Sit him down.
You can sneeze and tear something. Be safe, buddy. Be safe. We don't need it. But I sure hope he's out, man. Sauce, talk to us, man, about what Cody just said.
Whew. Our pass catchers versus their secondary. Really. The rookies are coming to play, man. You gotta lock in this game. I realize it's starting to be a trend that it's taking you a couple of weeks to kind of get your footing in and realize you're in mid-season form. This is the week, man. We're going to really need you. Cam is continuing to trust you, keeps coming to you when they call your number. Just make the catches, man. Make the catches. We're not going to be hard on you as fans. Just make those catches, bro.
No, we will. No, we will. What do you speak for yourself?
But we know he can do it. So it's just
we can use those stone hands of his on the defensive line potentially.
Man.
Golly, what are we talking about?
And you're exactly right though, because shout out Paul Kaharski. He tweeted out just this morning in 2024, Calvin Ridley had 8 catches on 16 targets, 17 yards per reception, 8.5 per target, 136 yards and a touchdown the first 3 weeks of the season. This year, 8 catches on 21 targets, the same amount of catches, 13.9 per reception, 5.9 yards per target, 111 yards, no tubs. So he's literally basically the same player the first 3 games. Game 4, I think it was against the Colts last year. He turned up. He really got it there without Derek Stingley Jr. Don't get me wrong, their whole secondary can play. But without Derek Stingley, man, hopefully it'll open him up a little bit. Man, he dealt with Javarius Ward last week. He dealt with Patrick Surtain week 1 of the season. So hopefully this week will be the week he gets going, whether Stingley's there or not, but primarily if Stingley's there, because Stingley doesn't travel much. At least he hasn't in years past. So it'll be interesting to see, if we can find ways to get him available, and if Bo Hardegree is going to make more of a concerted effort to get him the ball. Even though I'm not going to say Brian hasn't, it's just been drops galore.
Man.
Talking
about Butterfingers, I'm talking about, like, man, spit on them gloves or something. Oh, pause.
Do something, because Cam Ward has got the 4th highest drop percentage while under pressure, 18.8. So when he's under pressure and he really needs you, catch the ball, boy!
Yeah. Hey, that's when you at the coach and you slap that helmet.
Grab by the face mask. Catch the ball!
Goodness gracious. We know somebody that will, bro, and that's Elic Ayomanor. Elic Ayomanor has become at least to me, he's become our most trusted wide receiver. Every time Cam looks his way, I feel like Ayomanor's going to make a play on it. He's got 10 catches, 107 yards, and 2 touchdowns this year. He's the only receiving option on the team that's got 2 touchdowns or a touchdown. So keep going his way, dude. He's looking awesome.
Keep feeding him.
Yeah, get him to rock, man. And Chig Okonkwo's another guy too, who over the last few weeks has really been playing ball. Last week, 5 catches, 66 yards, and the first game against the Texans last year, he only had 1 reception, but it was a 70-yard tub, which most of that was some rack. So it's one of those that's. Or yak, I should say. It's one of those where Chig, if that's a weak spot, you've played with Azeez Al-Shire before. Maybe he can't keep up with you. Well, prove it, because we're going to need it, especially because Cam was limited on the injury report. I don't think it's really much. He's expected to be a full go. But if he can't be as mobile as he was or has been the last few weeks, we need you to step up, Chig, because if Ridley's not available or he's a ghost, Tyler Lockett finally showed himself last game, but we're going to need that middle of the field to be a place where Cam Ward can really target. That's where he was the best in college, and that's where he's going to need to be strong in this game to stay away from those corners as best as he can. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah. If Cam Ward is limited in his movement at all, we may have to call Nick Vanette in here and get some blocking, get Luke Stockard back. Let's just get all the blocking tight ends from our past history to kind of help out.
Stockard a coach right now? Just get him a jersey, man.
Get out there.
He might be, but we gotta get somebody, dude. Yeah. Because they're gonna pin their ears back on us.
Pin their ears, nose, anything they can back. They're going to be going to work.
We do have to have. I was just gonna say too. Hopefully, Bo can get creative with his play calling. Excuse me. To counter this blitz, because they're gonna try to target that right side. I guarantee you. And with that, just draw some stuff for Cam to hit that hot side, man. You know what I mean? If the running back has to chip and leak out something, like let's get that figured out to have a counter to. We just don't want this game to get ugly and they start opening it up. It's gonna get bad.
Yeah, 100%. So talk to me, Cody. Give me keys to the game from your position. Also, give me your score prediction. It's time, baby.
Well, we gotta be able to rush the passer. This all comes down to trenches to me. It's protect the passer, rush the passer. And their offensive line is terrible. And our defensive line is just as bad, to be completely honest with you. But hey, they don't know what we're going to be doing. Femi's going to be out there just going in a straight line right to the quarterback.
Yeah.
And hey, this could be a potentially where,
he could
keep
shine
it
this
simple,
game.
stupid. Yeah. And just run past them.
Yeah.
Use athleticism.
Did I hear you predict Femi for a sack? Did I hear that?
Maybe we'll throw in a half a sack.
Hey.
Okay.
Half a sack where Jeff Simmons, grazes Stroud and then he finishes off the job kind of deal.
That.
Yeah. for my prediction, I'm going Texans. I'm going Texans. 20-17.
Okay.
In a barn burn.
You got us covering this week. You had us not covering last week, and boy, were you right.
Yeah.
So if you're a betting man, bet with Cody. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and say it. This week, we're going to give our first rendition of Press Man Picks. So if you follow us on any of our social media sites, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, whatever it is, Instagram, TikTok, those are our two biggest places. Come on and join us. We're going to be putting out our Press Man Picks. Join us. Throw a parlay in. Who cares? Make the game a little bit more fun. Right. Jump in there. Let's do it, man. I mean, Bo Hardegree had his team 22 points a game, 308 yards per game. It was 40 more yards per game with Bo Hardegree than before. So at least, throw a little extra 10 on Ridley's yardage, a couple more here. Boom, we got it. We back, baby. I got Cam throwing for 200 too. But anyways, Randy, give me your keys to victory and your score prediction.
Keys to victory, like I said, man, disciplined ball. Keep it short. Stay in front of the sticks. You know what I'm saying? Let's get in winnable third down situations. Let's convert those into touchdowns. And I think we can win this game, honestly. Yeah, it's gonna. Hey, I'm here, man. Hope. We still here. We're on pace for that 11 game. Let's hope Bo opens it up.
You got to stop saying on pace. Let's just say. Let's just say it's in the realm of possibility. What does SpongeBob say? Imagination. Yeah. The realm of imagination.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Y'all ready, boys? Y'all know when I get the rub in the hands.
Cap is coming.
24-17 Titans. We get our first dub. Let's go. Slide gets the extra 3. And we put points up on the board. 24-17. Book it.
Does DK get his touchdown finally?
DK get his touchdown. Anytime touchdown for Chimere DK. Let's go.
If they even let you bet it.
Right. They've been scared.
Okay. All right. Randy, I've listened to enough of it. I'll be honest with you. If we end up 0-6 and you've predicted wins in 3
every game.
Every
I'm about to switch my method, bro. If we lose this game this week, I'm gonna switch my method. I'm just gonna call L after L.
This is the deciding factor. This week.
This is it. Okay. I was almost in the Cumberland last week.
Okay.
We're just gonna switch the method if this doesn't work.
Well, if this doesn't work, we'll drop you off in the Atlantic. So either way, you'll end up somewhere. I promise you, with an anchor tied to your feet.
Oh man.
For me,
come on, do it.
The new coach bump.
Put the two-tone on.
Cody, that's exactly it, man.
We can't lose this division game.
I think we come listen to my pathway through the game. All right, you guys with me? First quarter, we come out hot. We scored 10 points in the first quarter. The new coach bump gets everybody riled up. We jumping around. We
snorting it.
Ready. Yeah. And we go into the second half with a touchdown lead. Then at that point, we go into halftime. Brian makes no adjustments. D'Amico makes adjustments. They come out on their first drive. They score the ball. It's a tie ball game. We have a turnover, random turnover. Somebody fumbles late when we're about to cross the goal line. They get the ball back. They score. Titans get the ball back, kick a field goal. We lose the game by 4, but we have scored more points this week, I should say, than we have all season. I'm actually predicting us to score 24 points. But
how many are we allowing?
Let me just slow walk them. Right now, there's still hope right now, okay? We do allow 31 points. This is the reason why the late game rush does happen. We start trying to throw the ball. Daniil Hunter and Will Anderson get the dancing, and we just end up in trouble. That's just where I'm at. I've got 31-24 Texans. We do cover the 7.5 point spread. Hey, come on now. But we lose the game ultimately. We move on to 0-4 in an 0-17 predicted season. Actually 1-16. We'll beat the Saints the last game of the season. I just think that's where we're at. I think that we score more points this week, and there's reason for optimism, but that optimism is shot down by the reality of we're just an 0-14. Our roster is not good enough, especially at key positions, and I think that's why we lose the game. Their offensive line sucks, but our defensive line does as well. Their defensive line doesn't. They're elite. That's the name of the game. If somehow Dan Moore has a superstar game and we can just help one side of the field, we'll have a chance. But that's been our goal for the last 3.5 seasons, is for somebody to play decent enough we only have to help on one side, and we end up having to help everybody. So, that's where I've got us, 31-24. My key to the game is exactly the same as Cody's. We've just got to somehow get pressure, and that's where we're at. Any closing thoughts for today's episode, fellas?
Hey, man, go out there and do your best, fellas. Go out there and do your best.
And you predicted a win, and that's all you got to say?
Go get your participation trophy. Good Lord.
I'm so inspired, Coach. What?
Yeah, that's what Brian Callahan sounds like probably. He's like, hey, go out there and do your best.
Let's go out there and get it.
Go do your best.
I know what we have in this room. Okay. Really? Really, Brian?
Oh, shut up. You about to know what you have in your room when you're sitting there every day after you get fired. Oh, man.
It's going to be some long days at Chili's, buddy.
Man.
It's going to be some long days.
You and Bill, as much father-son time as you want. I promise you. A whole 17 weeks of it, because you're both not getting a job next year either. Cody, talk to the people.
Hold on, real quick. I can't believe you wasted Jelly Roll's time. You got Jelly Roll to come up here and talk with them guys?
You was going to the prison with Jelly Roll?
Yeah.
Trying to get them kids inspired?
He was training for WrestleMania. He took a frog splash. Hold on, real quick. Jelly Roll took a frog splash to come in and talk to you guys. What are we doing here? He got put through a table, wasting a week of training to come and give you guys some hope. I'm sick of it. Go ahead, Cody. My bad. I just want to get that out.
You think any of those poor kids in juvenile got in there on purpose so they didn't have to watch this team?
It's got to be. They probably boo every time they go try to put them on the TV in the rec yard. Like, we're cooked.
They're like, where's the fireworks on Sundays? Because we never hear and we don't score no touchdowns.
That's exactly it. Unless it's
man, let's freaking beat the Texans, man. I know we all,
please get a W.
Can we please just do something? Just give the city something to cheer about. I mean, 20 points. I mean, I have down for 17, but just give us 20 points, Bo, please.
Just let us do it, man.
Let's lose in style for once.
Yeah.
Yo, let's go out swinging. Let's go out swinging. I just want some
do a fake punt. Do something different. Stop being so damn conservative.
Let's lose on a flea flicker on the last play of the game. I don't care. I don't care how.
And he house it 99 yards. That'll hurt worse. I ain't gonna lie.
Let's do something. Let's lose like a normal NFL team though. For real. A respectable game. Both teams played hard. It was 1 or 2 plays was the difference. Not 5 or 6 plays were the difference, and the coaching was the biggest difference of all. Brian, just be a slightly
earn your
average.
Pay. Do so. I mean, just something, be a coach.
Something, man. Something. And you know what? I said I'm about to close this episode, but I got to address one more thing. Brian, they asked you about your play calling, and I had no issues with my play calling. I actually think that's been going really well. Dude, the SpongeBob meme where he's doing that little thing, that's exactly what you sound like. Please, man, shut up. Just give your team something to believe in, because it's obvious you don't believe in yourself. And the places where you believe in yourself are the places where you shouldn't. Don't tell me you really love your play calling, but you just gave up play calling. Make it make sense, Linda. We just need this to just be normal. Just be normal. I'm done. I'm done talking. I'm done with this episode. I'm almost done with the Titans. My frustration's coming out right now, y'all. I cannot believe that this is the team that I love so much. We are begging for you guys to lose respectfully. What is going on, man?
Because I know what we have in this room.
And one last thing, since I'm just exposing people, Randy, take your hat off right now. I want to see the inside lining of the hat. Let me see the inside lining of the hat, though. What color is it? What color is the inside lining of the hat?
It's already
black. It's pitch black because he got it painted on his head. What did I tell y'all? I told y'all that he had his hairline painted on. Nobody wanted to listen. I knew what was going to happen today. I knew what was going to happen today. So why is the inside of it black then, Randy? Talk to me. Just tell the people
because
real quick
it's naturally black. What the heck
It's
are you
naturally
talking about?
When is the Oilers colors ever been blue and black? Huh? I got one. It was black. But this is
that's crazy.
I can't believe this. I can't believe this. I'm so glad you got exposed, though. Somebody had to do it.
That's
I'm glad
hilarious.
it was me. But as we close this episode, I just pray, Titans, please don't get exposed yourself this weekend, even though we've been exposed all season. We really, really can come through and win this game. A lot of stuff got to happen. And a lot of that may be just something blowing up, in the city that nobody lives in. Everybody's attention goes there. We sneak in a touchdown at the last second. I don't care what it is, but that's just got to happen. It's got to happen. But anyways, please drop in the comments your score prediction. As a matter of fact,
let us know.
Drop it in the comments. If your score prediction is right, I'll send you a free Press Man covered shirt. You got it. I don't care if it's 100 people that predict it right. I'm sending you a free Press Man covered shirt. Comment down below. But until next time, we'll holla at ya.
Peace. Someone pick 31-3